Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Well, there's not a game today at 2 o'clock, but on Sunday, the Junior K-Wings, first place in the North Division, will take on a team that no love lost. The Port Huron Fighting Falcons will be the second half of a home-and-home. Two teams that battled to get to the Robertson Cup. Port Huron edged out Kalamazoo a year ago, but a whole new year, and Marc Fakler, head coach, general manager of the J-Wings, outstanding start. 5-1. You guys got that momentum going really in the preseason.
Well, that's where we want to go. I mean, we had a good preseason, like you stated. We got some confidence, got a lot of players in the lineup, and we were able to carry that into the showcase there in Blaine, Minnesota. And we felt we got better every game out there. And then we went to a hostile environment in the Sioux with the small rink and a lot of crazy bounces and whatnot. But we were able to get a good road split. And now we're back home here against a team we're pretty familiar with, and they've got a lot of returning faces as well. And after them celebrating on our ice twice here for the couple of championships here, I think our guys have something to prove.
We'll talk about Port Huron more in a second because they're right on your heels, but already the season really about 2 weeks old, and already some accolades for the J-Wing players.
Well, yeah, we've got several guys that have really had a strong start here. Number one, we had Robbie Payne, had a tremendous showcase. He hurt his hand there at the last game, so he was unable to play for us up in the Sioux. But he's had a lot of recognition, not only from the league, but schools as well. And then Luke Bobby was Player of the Week again this week for our division, and he had 5 goals in the 2 games in the Sioux, and was really instrumental there, having a natural hat trick in game number 2 to help us get that win. And local product from Portage, Josh Dangle, right now is currently tied for the league lead in scoring, and his line mate there, Kyle Gadalero's also had another start. So we've got some really good offensive numbers here, and we're excited about how those guys have performed.
You guys have really played in Blaine. You played, preseason. I don't know how much you get a full chance to see your team, but all summer long you talked about this could be a team that can contend for the Robertson Cup. 2 weeks in, chance for the home opener. Nothing really has to be wavering that thought that you proclaimed in July.
No, absolutely. We feel we have a team with a lot of veterans, a lot of experience. We returned 13 players from last year's team. We picked up 4 North American League veterans. We've got experienced goaltender Alex O'Kicki, another one in Nick Stewart. We've got some good pieces to our puzzle here, and as long as we perform and do what we need to do here on a day in and day out basis, we should be there in the end.
You're always going to get that nervousness start of a season. That happens, but there has to be a little calmer feeling, not just for you, but for your players that have been here, especially in the past. That last year, everyone except ourselves called us an expansion team, but now you go into Blaine, you kind of know what to expect. You're going into your home opener, you know what to expect.
Well, Kalamazoo is home now for these guys, and those guys were itching to get back all summer. They wish I would have started camp 2 weeks earlier, but I knew hopefully we're in for a long year, and I didn't want to bring the guys in too early, but enough time to gel, and those guys want to be around each other. We're fortunate with a good core group of guys here that that work hard every day, have something to prove, and have been good role models and citizens in the community for us, and you can't ask for anything more as a coach.
They're going to be walking kids to school next week and hopefully taking Port Huron to school this weekend. What's the main difference? Fans that haven't been out here got a chance to see the home opener, really the only hockey you're going to see for at least a couple of weeks, and especially with the NHL lockout going on. What's the main difference between this year and last year?
Well, right now we're closer to being in mid-season form than we were last year. We had a lot of unknowns going into last year. We had only a couple of veteran players to start our season. Now with so many guys returning here, I mean, we're right there. We play with a lot more confidence, I think, on the ice. And, I think just that familiarity with playing with those guys. I mean, you look back, they had a year together for most of those players. And we have 2 players from St. Louis that had some chemistry back there that are together again. And so when you have that familiarity and that kind of common bond there, I think that makes playing the game so much easier.
The Junior K-Wings, after a trip to Minnesota as well as to the Sioux and then to Port Huron on Saturday, finally return home to the Borges Rink here at Wings West. 2 o'clock start time this Sunday. That is September 30th. Tickets available at the door, available for just $5. Be part of it. Junior K-Wings hockey all season long here at Wings West.